Right, we're still in the library at Blair Castle on this, the 50th Glenfiddich Championship, and I'm delighted to say that I've got Liz Maxwell with me now, who's been involved with the Glenfiddich Championship almost since day one, Liz, yeah?
For 47 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
This must be a very emotional day for you today then, given it's the 50th anniversary.
Yes, it is, because at the beginning you didn't know how long the competition might last for, you didn't know if it would go from strength to strength, and it has, which is really nice.
And it holds a really important place in all these pipers' hearts and heads, doesn't it?
Well, I would think that it's their aim. All these young pipers, they dream about appearing at Blair Castle, and that's something that I think is very important to keep them interested, and we're very proud of that as well.
Why has it happened like that, do you think, over the years? What is it about the day and the event that makes it such a dream?
Well, I think the ambience of the castle, the quality of the competitors and judges, and I'd like to think the way that Glenfiddich treat them. The wives are included in the weekend. They have the Friday night, Saturday night in the hotel, the Piper's Ceilidh, after the competition, and prize money is quite good. So yes, I think all those things add up to a unique event.
And I would have to say that, you know, that we've spent a bit of time over the last 24 hours interviewing a lot of the competitors and judges, and most of them have made reference to the fact that you've been involved since all of them got involved, and they've been delighted with the work you've been doing to make it such an enjoyable weekend.
Well, that's very nice to hear, but I would like to think that I get great pleasure out of doing it all, and if you get pleasure out of doing something, then you're enthusiastic, and it means a lot to me.
Where did it start? How did you get involved in it in the first place?
I decided to get away from my finance history and apply for the job as assistant to the PR manager in William Grant & Sons, which was in 1978. And that was my I started in June, and that October was my very first Glenfiddich. And between that and the next year, Margaret Foster, the PR manager, left, and she left me, because that was where we were situated, in West George Street in Glasgow. And then a couple of years after that, we had an advertising agency, so I worked with Tate McClay Advertising for quite a while. And then when David died, Mr. Sandy decided that I could do it on my own. And that's been the story since that year.
And I suppose that William Grant & Sons' involvement in piping goes way beyond the Glenfiddich Championship, and so does your involvement in piping, because you've been involved in some of the other...
Prior to the...
as well as the Glenfiddich. Yes, how important has William Grant & Sons been to the piping community?
Oh, I think extremely important. They've allowed some events to continue with the sponsorship and helping in other ways. I think they've allowed the events that might not have continued to do so. I think very important.
And talking to some of the guys that are here this weekend from North America, for example, it seems as if the Glenfiddich Championship is held in really high esteem, not just in the UK. It's a kind of worldwide phenomenon.
Oh, I think so, and I think it's great, and really, I'm very pleased with that.
One of the things we've been asking everybody, and I'll finish here because I know that this is not you in what I would call your comfort zone, standing in front of the camera like this. So one of the things we've been asking everyone else is if they had to pick two highlights, two golden moments from all the times you've been involved in Glenfiddich, what would they be for you?
Oh my goodness. That'd be very difficult for me to say that, Fergus, because every year has been special in its own way. And I really can't pick out one that I would think was more special than any other. It's
a very diplomatic answer, so we'll let you
Thank
off with
you.
that one. Liz, thanks very much for taking the time to talk to us, and enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks for all the work you've done over the years.
Thank you.
Brilliant, thanks.